Hey there, this is Greg T from the Image Stop doing an overview of one of our recommendations for a good CRM, and that would be MailerLite. Now, MailerLite is very similar to MailChimp in that operates very similar, has templates, so on and so forth. We loved using this one ourselves, and one of the big reasons that we actually switched from MailChimp to MailerLite is MailChimp started, they changed their pricing structure, and some of the features that were still available for free with MailerLite at the time when we did it had been taken away from MailChimp, and we're now only in the paid versions. So I want to kind of show you this one here. Now, MailerLite has changed recently as well, but and it may continue to change after this video, of course. But at the time of recording this, this is our recommended one. Now, we've used this both on our site and many of our client sites, but this is something that clients need to set up for themselves. Reason being is, yes, you can get different developers to set up a lot of these programs and systems and stuff for you. However, that takes away some of the control. And when you've got none of that, but when you've got some of these things, you often will need to have a sign-in recognition thing. So you go in, you have to register something, and then it sends the confirmation to your email or to your phone, so on and so forth. Great, especially when you're using the free programs. And in that's not a problem, but setting up timing and that working with your developers instead of having it just readily available for you, the one who's going to be using it on a regular basis, is important. So let's kind of take this, take a look here. I want to show you the pricing here. First of all, MailerLite, you can see that yes, they do have monthly fee versions and so on and so forth, but you look, there is still a free version. What that free version does come up with here, first of all, the up to 1,000 subscribers. So if you've got less than, you're in a good space there. Up to 12,000 monthly emails for one user. Very nice one to have there. Love that one as far as the number of emails you can send out. Odds are with smaller companies, you're not going to be having dramatically much more than that, if at all, even close. Drag and drop editor, so on and so forth. Don't worry about the websites one. Obviously, we incorporate it into websites. Not a fan of the sites and stuff that a lot of these programs do offer, but still, what's available here is good. Sign up forms, pop-ups, so on and so forth, which leads us to the next part. That's what we're going to do a walkthrough here is the sign up forms, because when you're using the free systems, you're often going to want to be setting up forms on your site, and this is how to do it. So let's go into the dashboard that we have for our MailerLite account. And we're going to start by setting up a new form totally. Now, we've recently reset our account, so this one is on the free plan, and this has 0 entries. So we're going to show you a few things on how to work this. Now, once you have set up your entire website, now you may have to have some things set up by your web developer as far as for verification. MailerLite did have at one point where you had to have a specific file set up in your DNS so that it would recognize that yes, this is your website. Very important, because they really, really do look at this as being not used for spam, is what it comes down to, and they're very careful as to making sure that all verifications have been done properly, just like the sign-ins we mentioned. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. So let's go here. We're going to assume that your website is kind of up and running, or at least being set up, and you're ready to put forms onto your website. Here's how you do it. First of all, I'm going to say, let's go to the subscribers section. We're going to go to the subscribers and say, okay, now at this point, of course, we are the only subscriber in here. But what we want to do is we want to set up different segments or groups. Reason being is when you set up things like this, so we're going to go to the segment section and show you here. We're going to create a segment, and we're going to call this newsletter signups, and we'll go actually PH site. That'll be our Penguin hosting site. We're going to create that one right there. That sets up that segment. Reason we've done that is we want to make sure that we have some separate segments or anything, separate sections that we have for specific usage, because you can send out emails for email campaigns for just the people, in this case for our Penguin hosting site, or we can set up ones for just members or clients from the Image Stop site. Penguin hosting may be sites that we haven't created. Image Stop ones would be ones we have. Image Stop would be one potentially we'd have internal ones. So let's even take a quick look here. We could go, you know what? I want a full group here. We're going to take that. I'm going to say this group is going to be simply Penguin hosting. Oops, spelled that right. That's anybody connected directly to the Penguin hosting only. So actually, let's do a quick edit for that one here. To rename, we're going to say, so these are ones that are only subscribed to here. Reason being is, then we can segment that to ones who are using our basic hosting, to ones who are using our pro, our recommended hosting, ones who maybe have more than one site, so on and so forth. This is just a good way to really focus some of your emails as you go forward. So just one thing to know there. Now I'm going to go to the forms here. We're going to create a form that's going to be going on your website. Now, if you're developing a website with us, odds are very good that we are using the building system that enables us to simply make this work. Okay, and we have forms that are already pre-built or preset, I should say, in that we can build it directly within the builder, not have to use the forms provided by MailerLite. If that's the case, all you'll need to do is go to your integrations button over at the left-hand side, click the API, use API right there, and then create a new one. And we'll say this is again for Penguin hosting site, and we'll agree and create the token. And there's the token. All we have to do then is copy that, and in your case, copy that and send it to us, and then we can create the entire thing for you. Done. And there it is. If I ever want to go down to that, I can actually go in and I'll say edit, but we can actually go in here, update the token. If I want to get this again, that is. Oops, there we go. Cancel the update, my apologies. Actually, it doesn't let us download this again. Interesting. So I'll have to generate a new one when I do it again. But you see the whole idea there. And once we get that token emailed to us, we can then create the form internally for you. Now, if you're not building with us, or if you have a site that's come from another building system or whatever, that's fine. Here's how you create the forms that you can then send us the information for to put on your site. Go to the left-hand side, we'll click Forms. And look at that. Different forms you can create. We're going to say that this one we're going to have an embedded form as opposed to a pop-up. What this is in basically would be is a pop-up is great to have if it pops up on the front of your site or something that is set up to really draw that dramatic attention. The embedded forms are the ones that sit on your site and are ready for people to simply fill out when they get to that portion. We're going to do that one. So we're going to create a new embedded form, create, and we're going to call this one, in this case, we're going to say Adopt a Penguin. Yes, we have Adopt a Penguin program within our Penguin hosting site that we are also developing. So we will actually use this one, and it's a fun little promotion that people are having fun with, posting pictures and stuff online, having fun with it. All right, so we've got the embedded form. We're going to save and continue that. Now we're going to say that Penguin hosting only. Now, in this case, we're going to say, you know what? We actually need a different group. So if we go to this one, say, okay, that's good. Let's see what happens. All right, hit continue. Just wondering if it actually asks for a segment here, just so you can see the step-by-step. Okay, so this one actually doesn't work the way I thought, so no big deal. Let's go back. We're going to say, we actually want a specific group here. I'm going to call this Adopt a Penguin. There we go. And create. Perfect. So this is going to be the Adopt the Penguin subscribers only. That's all we're going to do. So we're going to continue with that one. Okay, sign up for news and specials. This is actually the form already in process. And we're going to say no. We're going to change that. We're going to say Adopt a Penguin. Oops, spell it right. Send us your info and we'll your adoption. Not bad. Now we don't want this to be just the email. We're going to save this one first, so that's good. Now we can change the colors. We can format this to be more of a I guess set up for whatchamacallit, your actual branding and stuff, this can all be in there. So I'm going to go here and kind of we're going to make this a bold one, adopt a penguin. I'll make that a bit darker orange maybe here. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. I like that. That's more like the orange we use on Penguin Hosting. And this is the Penguin Hosting site here. So it's close. It's close. And we're gonna say it's okay. I'm not gonna be stickler on the adopting side of things, just because it's slightly different program, kind of fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably put that somewhere in the front home page so we can direct people to it. Now we don't want just the email either. So let's take a look here, and we're gonna say we want to add fields. We want to have full name. So we're gonna say that. Say. Actually, should we change that? Let's say first name. First name. Save this. Oh, and we should make that a required field. We want people's names. And we're also going to add one. We're going to say last name. Perfect. Also a required field. Save. I believe email should already be required. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, that's already naturally required field. I thought so. And that's all the information that we're going to take for the adoption for now. You know, that works for us. Reason being is it just kind of sets it up so that we can have the email and the name of the people. And this enables us to send form mails to these specific people and say, hey, welcome to the adoption program, and then fill out a continuing form with maybe gives the address, their phone number, some things that we can actually get a hold of them and say, here, let us send you your penguin. So, and let's see, let's change the button. I'm going to change that to different color here. We'll make that similar orange is what I'm thinking. There we go, maybe slightly darker. There we go, I like that. We can take the hover, so the hover right now is black. Don't like black, it just seems kind of stark, so we're going to change that to a darker orange is what we're going to do. This dark, perfect. So now the hover, nice, like that. Subscribe, and instead of subscribe, you know, let's do something here too. We're gonna say instead of the subscribe, no, we're gonna say apply for adoption. Apply for penguin. There we go. I'm going to say that. So I'm kind of liking this, you know, nice little form, and that we can do that. So we're going to say, okay, we're done editing. So that's all set. Everything's good there. We're going to say done. Click the done button, and watch what we get here. This is going to be the overall as far as editing, so on and so forth, and how you do this. Let's actually continue on this. We're going to go into the, I'm going to skip automation for now. I'm going to go to double opt-in. Reason being is, in Canada, it is important that you actually set up double opt-in, and what that means is somebody will fill out your form, and then they will get a confirmation in their email that says, yes, please confirm that you wanted to apply for this. Reason being is otherwise anybody could go in and subscribe to anybody they wanted to the system, and they'd get spammed with emails, and that's just not a good thing to do. So we can send this and say confirmation email. Let's see what happens. It says confirmation email, good. And sender image.penguin hosting. That's good. It's got my email. Confirm, and we're going to change this a little bit. Instead of just confirm, we're going to say please confirm. Make it a little bit more polite. And these are just some suggestions that we have for when you're because you're interacting with your clientele this way. Let's go here. And please confirm your email address. Perfect. Is a correct email address to and not send our newsletter. And we'll say to and it's correct email address to use for all penguin adoption news. Perfect, because there might be extra stuff. Let me change this, obviously. There we go. Very nice. Now confirm your email. We can go to that one too. We're going to say the same thing. Let's change this a little bit. So there's our button. We'll change that background color to the more orangey type thing. Let's go here. Perfect. Love how that's working there. And save. If if you didn't subscribe, you can just delete this email, so on and so forth. It's got our address and everything all in there as you're supposed to have, so that's perfect. That happened when we set up our accounts, so don't worry about that. So we're gonna say done editing, very nice. And here's a thought too, just as what could happen here. There we go, very nice, there's that email. I'm gonna actually click on this again and take a look at this. Reason being is there's something that you may want to do when you're setting up your confirmations, and this is good when you're setting up your forms too, is this here. You got a little icon that's sitting up here, okay? Let's say that we're going to say edit the image. I'm going to upload a new image is what I'm going to do. And I'm doing this very much on purpose. So where's our, so you can see all the different files we have on our computer, lots of stuff here. We're looking at our branding files here for now, and I'm not sure, do I have my Penguin Hosting ones here? Here's my PH, there it is, that's what I'm looking for. I want to set up this as the upload I'm going to use here. So perfect, insert that one, love it. It's our Penguin Hosting logo. Good thing to continue your branding all through everything you do. So this is awesome, nice little collaborative or connected thing. Love the way that's actually going to work here. There we go. So we have that set up. Now let's take a quick look at the, go here. No, we're going to read about Green Report, that's good. And we have to activate that. Oh, I'm not sure why that's not activating. I'm actually concerned that maybe they've changed that, so a double opt-in you actually have to have set up for with a paid version. But let's make sure we got the thank you first of all. And edit this content as well. Now, if that's the case, you know, we can work with the not the double, but that can cause some issues if you get people complaining that, hey, we didn't, you know, we didn't ask for this to be added to this. Oops, sorry, I didn't ask to be added to your newsletter. What's going on? And you may have to then, you know, apologize and so on and so forth. It could take just a little bit more work. I'm going to change this, and it's going to be. I think we change that to a thank you. Oh, that's already a thank you. You've been added to the good. Now I notice I'm putting Penguin Capital because it's about our company as well. Now let's do this too. Now in here we've got some of our links and stuff like this. What I'm going to do in a page off to the side, and this is actually going to be kind of fun. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get the links to all the pages and stuff we want in there. In this case, for the Facebook one, we are adding our Steve Friends and Family. Steve is our mascot, so that's kind of fun there. And on the other side, you know, I'm going to add my own Instagram account. I have one of my Instagram accounts. It would be our branding_Greg T account, and the reason being on that one here, let's just see here as we go here, is that we often put a lot of things about our Penguin stuff in here too. So it's kind of fun one to do, and it shows more of the company. That way, people can actually, you know, get to see this a little more. And you know, I'm going to open this in a new tab. Very good. And say, so they see a little bit more, and it helps us for our promotion. And that pretty much sums up. So we're going to send that, save that template. Beautiful. And it looks to be about completed. See if that turns on now, and it does not. So this is something that may, like I said, be necessary for a paid account, but we're not going to worry about that because that's not something we want to do right now. And we're going to go to automation and take a look at that now. What actually happened here? Okay, take a look at this, how this works. So automation is set up for this thing. When they just complete this adoption form, what ends up happening? We click and say next step. They get an email. There's a delay. There's a condition. Lots of things you can actually set up. Now we're not going to do that here because there's a lot. This is another full-on tutorial, which we would actually recommend going to Mailer Lite tutorials or how-tos online. Do a search for that. But this gives you an idea of what you can do. So here, when a subscriber completes a form, they get from this form, they get these next steps, you know, and I could say they get this email that says, you know, thank you so much. Obviously, I haven't authenticated my email address, so I'll be doing that too, but you see the whole steps there. Good steps to do. And that may be why the double opt-in is not working too, so let's actually do that too. So everything's all set. can't enable automation where your account's not approved. There we go. Haven't approved that. So this is good. We've got that saved. Let's go to that. Let's go to the dashboard. I just close that down. There we go. Go to the dashboard. Take that. We're going to confirm. Do you have any subscribers? No, I'm going to say no, I'm building right now. Content will you share in your newsletters, landing pages, and stuff. This is a good thing for everybody to see, actually, if you're setting up your site for the first time. News and information. Occasion. Actually, let's do it this way, just in case they use this. We will share specials, news, information, and I like to put several things here people understand. And I know, contest with our subscribers. Let's put it that way. Personal website. To ensure your business complies with the terms. This is where you have to verify. So information business practice. Enter the email address below for confirmation. It will be sent to you. Bang. We're going to do that. And I'm going to put my Greg at theimagestop.com. Yes, that is mine. Oops. I'll put this here too. Oops. Interesting how the fields change. I'm fine with that. Website is verified already. Oh, that's probably because I already added that DNS thing I mentioned earlier. Have you used other email products before? I'm going to say yes, and we'll add in here that we used MailChimp. Where's that? There they are. Do you sell products or services online? Yes, we do, because we do our hosting online. What platform do you use? We use, we'll say WooCommerce. That's nice. Have you ever used Website Builder before? Yes. What platform? We love Divi. Is that here? Oh no, WordPress. Sorry. There we go. Good. All set there. So then they can fine tune everything. So if you're working with us, it's a WordPress site, guaranteed. And done. That's it. So let's go back to that form. Oh, sorry, the automation. My apologies. And set this, and we say, okay, continue editing. Now we're going to save and close. It's not the workflow we want. We're not going to worry about that one here. Oh, it's under review because we haven't done the final step. So this is some good things for everybody to see here. So that's not bad. You know, don't mind this one here. I'm going to get rid of this automation because we don't want automation set up this. Fine. That is good. And we go back to our forms. Now what I'm doing on the side here too is looking to see if we've got an emailed confirmation here happening with our form. At this point it has not, so we'd have to wait for that. So that gives you basically the idea of how that's going to go. If I go in here, making sure to edit the form, okay, good. Making sure everything's all set here, looking good. No complaints there. And you notice one thing here. As we left this, I kind of hold it. There's something I didn't quite see here. So I'll actually look at the double opt-in to see if it allows us to do that without having confirmed yet. No, it does not. So once we get this, we'll confirm our account, and it will allow us to do precisely that, and that is to get all the additional information or sure other things working, such as the double opt-in, and that's what I'm anticipating. So that gives you the quick overview. It's as quick and detailed both as possible. You can go in and play. You can go in and do that. Once we have the confirmation done, that will be all set, and our site will be all available, ready, running, and then we take the information from that form. So this is a neat thing here. Just kind of want to see here. Really hoping to be able to add this for you. Maybe we'll add a part 2, worst case, if we want to add to. Right here. And there is no way of sharing this right now. So this is something we'd have to do after the fact. And well, you know, maybe I kind of show you the very last steps in addition to this. So thank you so much. I hope this makes sense to you. And we actually just received an email just before this. Is awesome. Your mailer account is being reviewed. It won't take too long, but they like to review just to verify. So we're going to wait once this review is done, and this will be our setup for our stuff, and we'll show you how to confirm and get on your site in the next video. Thanks a lot.